Hello, this is Will from GenerateWallStreet.blogspot.com. I mean, for the trade review, it's made on May 17th, 2012. Well, as I mentioned in the blog post, I had a pretty amazing day today, and it's not all captured on the screenshot because, yes, I broke the rules and I traded with Ameritrade, and I know that's not good. I know that could hurt me usually, but I felt like today was a very different day. I felt like things was going to move this day, or things were moving this day. So, um, plays worked better. So I felt okay with taking a bigger risk because the chances of the plays working and having, at least 3-to-1 follow through was a high probability. So with that said, let's just go to the trades. One of the first trades I was in Walmart. They had a really strong open because they had great earnings. Um, there wasn't much really to this trade. I mean, I didn't get involved in the pre-market because I woke up kind of late, and I know the honey badger had a bunch of levels in the pre-market and a lot of buying opportunity early on, but I didn't get that. So my first purchase was in this 75 area, and then making trades, just sold into the 62s. It came back, and I bought some more and sold it back up there. And then once it pulled back around 62 hole, around 90s, I bought some more and sold it back up, just keeping it simple. And eventually I got rid of the rest of my lots around 62.20s, or excuse me, 62.20, yeah, 62.20s, and I kind of never looked back. Um, I mean, this trade would have been better had I been actively watching the tape. I have to admit, I was on my iPad um, in a seated position while I was making this trade, but it worked out only because Walmart was super strong and it was super clean on the tape, and it, it just worked. I think if I had better opportunity to watch the tape, I might have been able to see some bids come in and just follow that all the way up. But it is what it is. Next trade was in gold. Um, Relatively easy trade. I got involved because there was a 13-minute inside bar here, super small inside bar right there, and all I did was I just took the measure move. I had to pause the video. I probably lost my train of thought, so it might sound a little weird and jumping around. But anyways, I saw this 13-minute inside bar, and the measure move on this was pretty. The risk reward was pretty good. I mean, look at the size of that. So all I did was just take the measure move. As soon as I hit it, offered out, boom, got my trade. Um, 3-to-1. What more do you want? I did that on both accounts at the same time, pretty much, and I made a pretty good chunk. Next trade was in Sears Holding. So this is my biggest loss today. One of my only loss today, actually. Um, Fairly simple trade. I was looking at it on the 5-minute chart, and I wanted to buy this pullback right there. So I paid above there, had a stop right there below that little wick, and I got stopped out. Um, I had this done on both accounts too, so it was a pretty big chunk, but that's what happens when you trade with bigger size. But I was okay with that today. I was okay with that today. Whole Foods. I was trading this because I saw a inside bar, 15-minute inside bar right here, and I bought the break. Very small size, just 100 shares. kind of no conviction because I really wanted a short bias on most things, but I thought, I could give this a try. And it worked out initially, but because I wasn't around, I couldn't take the sale. So as you can see, it just barely touched the measure move and then crashed down from there. But I couldn't take the, like I said, I was on the way to work, and eventually I was just stopped out. Would have been nice though, of course. Yeah, there you go. Just stopped out there. AAP, terrible earnings, and all I did was just inside bars. First one here. I think this is when I initially got involved, and I was actually no, hold on. It wasn't that one. I did notice that one, but it was this inside bar here where I got involved. And as you can see, the risk versus reward here was pretty great. Very great potential there. So, it almost hit. It almost hit my target, but I wasn't messing around here, and I took most of my covers near the whole number, kind of above where this one wick is. So I took most of my covers there. But I was not done with this trade because later on I was looking at this for a potential pullback, and when this happened, I got short below here and then kind of covered on the way down. So that turned out to be a nice additional trade that made a pretty nice amount of money for me. Of course, I could have held it lower, but I just took what I can and got out of it. Finally, Visa, another really nice trade for me. I was alerted to this by my robot actually, and my robot saw a 30-minute inside bar right here. So I took that trade without really thinking much about it, just to take. Later on, my robot alerted me again for inside bar here that I also took, and those worked pretty nicely. But besides those two entries, I also had another one where I was kind of waiting for a pullback to happen. Because if you look right here, it kind of was trading below 725 for a while. So I wanted to be short below that. And I got stopped out by this little area here. But I didn't really give up on it because once it hit below that candle, I gave it another short, and I just started covering on the way down. Covered here, and then covered near the hole, and that was that. I did see this pullback opportunity right here, but I didn't take the trade. Would have worked nice. I mean, that would have been another 70 cents or so, 60 cents would have been a good trade. But overall this chart didn't really look that great if you were to just look at it like this. But there's opportunities there. 30-minute inside bar. This one's kind of more congested, but it did what it did, and I'm glad it did because I had one of my best days today. So for tomorrow, the plan is one thing and one thing only, and that's Facebook. I think it opens around 8 a.m. my time, so I'll have an opportunity to look at other stocks in the morning. I know CRM reported, might be worth a look at. Their second day plays with CRM reported pretty well. into it. Pretty decent. GPS gap. Actually, if I realized they were reporting, I would have actually bought some puts on here. Good thing I didn't, because in my mind, all retail was going to be bad, and this went pretty well. Yoku reported, not much action here, but a lot of things to look at tomorrow. But first and foremost, it's going to be all about Facebook. My plan is really see where it opens, um, buy on pullbacks. Don't try to chase. If I play momentum, if get in and out quick, and just go from there. Play it by ear, because LinkedIn had a pretty crazy reaction. I mean, it jumped all the way to 120 the first day and came all the way back down to 80. So I'm expecting some really crazy action, and I really don't want to hold through that much pain, because I want to be in and out. If it's gonna go, it's gonna go, but I want to be in and out. But that's all for today, and look forward to seeing what Facebook does tomorrow. All right, thanks for watching. Bye.